Give an AI agent a big enough task and something strange happens. It starts great, then gets worse. Its context, its working memory fills up with clutter. Old reasoning, giant file dumps, dead ends. And a full, cluttered mind makes a sloppier agent. It even starts missing bugs it wrote itself. The fix isn't a bigger brain, it's more brains. This is the idea behind subagents, how you turn one overloaded AI into a coordinated team. Let's break it down. Here's the core problem. A single agent has a single context window, one shared workspace for everything it's doing. On a big task, that workspace becomes a junk drawer. Every file it reads, every failed attempt, every note, it all piles into the same space. The more it fills, the more the important stuff gets buried, and the agent's answers get worse. And there's a subtler trap. When an agent checks work it did itself, in that same context, it's anchored to its own reasoning. It tends to miss its own mistakes, the same way you skim past your own typos. So we need two things, a clean workspace and fresh eyes. Subagents give us both. So what is a subagent? It's simply a separate agent that your main agent spins up to handle one piece of the job. Picture a manager and a team. The main agent, the orchestrator, holds the big picture, the plan, the order, how the pieces fit. It hands each slice of work to a subagent, a worker, and every worker gets three things of its own. Its own clean context, a fresh mind. Its own instructions, a system prompt just for its one job. And its own set of tools, you decide exactly what it can touch. It's the classic manager and specialist setup. Instead of one generalist doing everything in sequence, you've got a researcher, a coder, and a reviewer, each focused, each independent. Now the single most important idea, the thing that makes subagents work: isolation. When the orchestrator delegates, only one thing crosses into the subagent, the task briefing. It doesn't see the conversation history or the other workers. It starts fresh. Then it does all its heavy lifting inside its own sealed room, reading dozens of files, running tests, chasing dead ends. And when it's done, only one thing comes back out, a clean summary of the result. All that messy work stays locked in the room. It never clogs the manager's mind. Fresh context in, final answer out. That's the whole trick. The heavy work happens somewhere that doesn't pollute the big picture. That one idea unlocks three big wins. Win 1, a clean main context. The manager never drowns in detail, so it stays sharp for the actual job, coordinating. Win 2, speed, through parallelism. Independent workers run at the same time. A job that took 12 minutes one by one can finish in seconds when you fan it out. And win 3, the one I love most, fresh eyes. Remember how an agent misses bugs in its own work. Spin up a separate reviewer with a clean context, and it has no attachment to how the code was written. It just sees the bug, unbiased review built in. 2 bonuses, lock down each worker, a researcher that can read but physically cannot edit, and route the boring work to cheaper, faster models. Smart and frugal. In practice, teams compose subagents into a few reliable patterns. Quick tour. Fan out, split independent work across many workers at once, then merge. Great for scanning a big code base. Pipeline, a chain of isolated stages. Plan, build, test, review, each with fresh context, so the tester isn't influenced by the builder's excuses. Maker-checker, one agent produces, a second one challenges it. Adversarial review for anything high stakes. And scout then build, Send a read-only scout to map the territory first. Return a tight brief. Then the main agent works with a clean window and a good map. Quick clarity, since people mix these up. A skill is know-how, a procedure that runs inside the main agent's context. A subagent is isolation, a whole separate context. Skills teach the how. Subagents provide the separation. And they stack. Hand a subagent a skill and let it reach through MCP to its tools. Know-how, isolation, and access together. But subagents are a heavy tool. For a quick 2-minute edit, spawning one is like hiring a contractor to change a light bulb. It starts from scratch and relearns everything your main chat already knows. And a team can burn several times the tokens. The rule the pros follow: discipline over enthusiasm. Reach for a subagent when the work is big, independent, or needs fresh eyes. Otherwise, keep it simple. So that's subagents. One agent has one mind that clogs up. Subagents give you a team, each worker with its own clean context, its own tools, and its own job. Coordinated by a manager who stays clear-headed because the messy work happens elsewhere. Fresh context in, final answer out. And notice the theme across all of this: skills, MCP, subagents. It's about giving an agent the right knowledge, the right tools, and the right focus. Subscribe for AI engineering explained visually, and tell me in the comments, what job would you split across a team of agents first?